Restaurant Road. If you want to come down and have a drink later or maybe something to eat, this is a great place to come.
Look at away!
Home to one of the largest margaritas I've ever seen in Texas, Lone Star to the left here. Takes about 4 people to drink one. It's like a fish bowl. Also mariachis are always playing. Right up there.
Oh.
I'll slow down a little bit. I want to point out a building here on the corner here to my right. That's
Aquí que está bien para como amanecerse, ¿no, Carmen?
That is the Clifford
Como para
building,
amanecerse aquí.
designed in the
Bien padre.
1800s, one of the first buildings along the Riverwalk. It was home to our very own Robert Hubman, who put his offices right on the bottom here in 1941 to show everybody it was okay to come down here, have tourism, and also start businesses. Especially after the flood of 21, a lot of people were a little scared to come down here. One of those first businesses that opened were right here on our right. This is Casa Rio, established in 1946. Casa Rio is the first Mexican restaurant on the river. We're going to make our way through the man-made flood channel here to our left. This was created in 1968 for the World's Fair. This man-made channel is only about 4 to 5 feet deep. This took people during the World's Fair to the Convention Center, Lila Cocotito, and also the Tower of America that you'll see. Right where that boat is I'll point out the Tower of America. We'll talk about that haunted light on the corner right there that keeps flickering. That goes way back to last week when they just didn't put a bulb in it. Thank you for laughing at that. I worked hard on that one. Tell you a little bit about the Marriott River Center Hotel directly in front of the boat as soon as we turn right here. That was put up in 1988. However, the story goes back to 1906 with the Fairmount Hotel was there. The Marriott was going to get ready to demolish it, but the people of San Antonio did not want to demolish. Instead, they decided to move it. They took the Fairmount Hotel and put it on air-filled tires and moved it to the other side of town. In 1985, it was the largest building of its kind moved, and it took 4 days. It's over on Alamo Streets, South Alamo, and Nueva Street to this day. Now right here, you can take a look to your right through the cut there, you will see the Tower of Americas. The Tower of Americas, established in 1968 for the World's Fair. It has a restaurant at the top that rotates 360 degrees. It goes about 72 miles an hour. I'm joking. That'd be a heck of a restaurant ride. However, it takes about an hour to go around to see the whole city. Do not order clams during that ride. Kidding. If you're feeling foggy and you want to walk up the steps to it, 952 steps. The record ran for that was 5 minutes and 18 seconds. No, it was not by me. It's the reason why I'm a boat captain. One of our caroling barges by the city. Getting ready to head into the shops at River Center here. And that line you see there is actually for the Go Rio tours. The boats are the second most. Right here, the Jewelry Plaza Hotel, you'll see it to my right. They came in there about 2003 and they put in this walkway here that actually extended the Riverwalk from the corner to where we're at. They also were a part of the Alamo National Bank building, which was in there in 1929. Still looks like a 1920s style bank in there if you go into the lobby. Pretty neat design. To my left here, up those steps there, you can look directly in. You can see part of the San Fernando Cathedral there. That was established in the 1700s by 16 families from the Canary Islands. It also has the remains from the fallen soldiers of the Alamo still there to this day. Now, as we get ready to go through the locks here to the right, I want you to look at that gigantic tree in front of you. That's called the Ben Milam tree, or better known as the Mexican sniper tree. Legend has it there was a Mexican sniper that sat up in that tree and sniped the Texans as they came along the river here. One of those legendary Texans' name was Ben Milam. He was in the courtyard behind me. Behind these buildings there was a courtyard. The Mexican sniper shot him from up there. Ben Milam helped organize the Republic of Texas. So they thought they'd get to Ben Milam before he signed off on any treaties. They didn't. However, they still got it. That tree is 9 stories tall and it's well over 200 years old. Coming up here on our right, where you'll see some lights and some construction here, and also Christmas lights at the top there. That is the Esquire Tavern, established in 1933 to celebrate the end of the Prohibition. What's cool about them is inside they got a 100-foot beer-soaked bar, one of the largest in Texas. And I also slow down right here because I like you guys to look into the building to my left to get an idea of how bad the flood of 21 was. See those chandeliers right there? The water raged well above those chandeliers from where you are sitting. That's how high the flood rages and waters raged down here in 1921. It's now a hotel. It was formerly the CPS building back in 1926, or 1929 that is. People would come pay their electric bills and their gas bills there. Coming up here to our right, this is the Aztec Theater, where all the people are standing. Another house to go Rio. Also, that was built in the 1920s. One of our world famous tour guides there, Carl, to our right. The Aztec Theater was created to emulate that big movie-style boom of the 20s. It became dilapidated and run down, then it was saved, and now has a restaurant, some shops, and our ticketing center. This bridge directly in front of you right there is famous. You may have seen the movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez in 1997. It's the famous scene where she was on top there with her husband. Selena came down here and also did a lot of promos on that bridge. Selena was a legendary Tejano singer in the area, beloved by millions, who was tragically killed in Corpus Christi too young. This Spanish-style building to my left here, that is the Omni Hotels, or better known as La Mansión. That was created in 1968 for the World's Fair. But the story dates back to the late 1850s when a few brothers from the Society of Mary, St. Mary's Church on the corner here in San Antonio, decided to create an all-boys boarding school. They became very popular that they had to make it co-ed. Later on, the building was moved all the way over to St. Mary's, and it's now the St. Mary's College, one of the oldest colleges in San Antonio. Have you guys get your cameras ready, because I got a cool little picture and an optical illusion coming up on my left. If you look directly straight into the air, on my left-hand side of the boat after the bridge, the building's going to look like it's going to fall right down on you. 1, 2, and 3 if you look straight up. That's the Nix Hospital. It was one of the first hospitals of its kind in the area. Had air conditioning. Actually took on major surgeries in the area. It was also the birthplace of Carol Burnett, Oliver North, and one time our mayor, Henry Cisneros.
Oh.
This part of the river is called South Bank. We're about halfway through your tour. I'm going to point out that hotel in front of you. That's the Hyatt Regency Hotel, established in 1981. Right on the other side, yeah, those are bats up there if you hear the squeaking. I'll slow right down for you in the front, ma'am. Yeah, those are our little friends.
Oh.
On the other side of the building there to our left is the Alamo. Hyatt only built that building 16 stories high because they didn't want a shadow to be casted on the Alamo. The river also runs right through the lobby there. This is some great architecture and design as well.
Padre. Todo lo que tiene que, todo lo que pasa uno. ¿Te gustó, Tori? ¿Está bien?
Anybody on board celebrating a birthday, anniversary, anything special today? No?